Alright, here's some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 footage. I'm playing 6v6 Team Deathmatch on the St Petrograd map. I'm playing as Captain Price because he's my operator of choice for the Coalition side this season. And I'm using the Bruin Mark 9, which up until now I've been calling the Mark 9 Bruin. It's a small correction. I've got the Scout Combat Optic and a 1 milliwatt laser. As far as the other attachment slots, I honestly can't remember if I have any. So this footage is from June 12th, the day after the launch of Season 4 and the official PlayStation 5 presentation. So there you see me get the final camo I need before getting the gold camo for this gun, which is a really effective light machine gun. I've really enjoyed using it to get the required camos. So there, I've just killed AO Tomato for the 3rd time in the match already. I'm not saying it to pick on the player, but you'll see me victimize him or her throughout the match. I give credit for that player just being so persistent, not quitting. I gotta respect that.
Be advised, UAV is being ordered. Allied cruise missile away.
I'm just keeping an eye on the mini-map. I noticed the spawn flip. I called it for my teammates so that they can shift their approach. That's something that traditionally it's not something that I do, like watching the mini-map the way that I did and then calling out spawn flips, but that's kind of a habit that I've adopted with this iteration of Call of Duty. And so I'm recording this commentary on June 20. Yesterday, The Last of Us Part 2 was available in stores. There's been reviews available for the past week, but they've been under developer imposed embargoes. But now that the game is publicly available, there's more information available. Now honestly, I'm kind of on the fence about whether I'm going to pick it up soon. I mean, I was going to pick it up in 2 or 3 months, but I think I might actually pick it up today even, just so I can maybe take part in the debate, or even just the debate that's going on right now. Yeah, so I mean, I'm honestly not a fan of the series. I didn't play the original, but I did watch a playthrough on YouTube, and even though I can recognize the technical quality and the storytelling quality as well, it's the story itself and the gameplay aren't particularly innovative or original. And Ellie, the central character of the story, even though she's not the playable character in the original game, she didn't really appeal to me as a character. Like, it's hard to not compare that game to The Walking Dead Season 1, the Telltale series, because they have the same premise and theme. I think a character like Clementine, I actually forgot her name. I was going to call her Abigail, but Clementine, in the first season, she's a child. She's more endearing, right? Whereas in the first game, Ellie is like your archetypical spunky teenager. She didn't have that inherent, not the level of inherent vulnerability as Clementine. But from what I know about certain plot points of the sequel, it is kind of intriguing because it seems like, you know, the creators have established a vision and they are fully committed to following that vision in terms of like the tone and the theme of the game, and also the decisions that they've made regarding the outcomes of certain events, the fates of certain characters. I mean, that's, if they're true, and I believe that they are true based on what I've read and heard and seen, then the developers or creators have definitely made bold decisions and taken creative risks by making those bold decisions. And I can't help but respect that. Even if I'm not necessarily a fan of the studio or its key personnel, I'll give credit where credit is due. Like, if you're gonna knowingly make certain decisions because they serve the story that you want to tell, and you know that you're going to piss off people who are emotionally attached to the story that you've created so far, like,
Friendly UAV overhead.
I respect that. And I don't want to go into too much detail in case you haven't played the game like me, but if you're totally in the dark about the leaked information that's been available for a couple of months. Now, I believe that particular leak is legitimate. I don't think it's been part of a guerrilla marketing campaign by Sony and or Naughty Dog to drum up interest in the game. I could be wrong, but I think the reports of hackers hacking into game files and then disseminating it, I think that's legit. I don't have any reason to doubt those reports. So going back to this match, I get a nice hipfire kill. I've been posted up in the restaurant. You could argue that I've been camping. I'm not offended, and there's a hilariously over-the-top death yell that I can't help but laugh at every time. So now I recognize that the other team is spawning near the apartment building, so you're going to see me get a handful of more ambush kills. And I call in my Harrier, and the tablet shows a little UAV sweep, and I call out the fact that the other team is spawning in the apartment building. I mean, that's what I had expected, but why not be a good teammate and let your teammates know? So by my count, I've already killed AO like 12 times. That's, I think that was number 12. And the Harrier will get another kill. But regardless of how you feel about the game, Last of Us 2, the series, its creators, all the contention, one thing that I'm afraid is going to be lost amid all the talk is just the level of accessibility features that the game has. I mean, I was just browsing the official website yesterday, and there's a host of alternative options and assistive features that are available for people who have auditory issues, visual issues, or motor issues. And you can also customize controls.
I like how TGH 24/7 is a fucking camper. It's cool, bro. You got that big ass energy.
I get cussed out by a player on the other team.
Some of y'all are fucking camping. Like, is this what y'all do? Is this why y'all? Shut the fuck up. You a small dick looking ass. You a simp.